What's up, everybody? I'm Hurley J. Coleman III, and I'm here to talk about PK Perspective, Volume 1. It was birthed out of all the memories I had from the foundation of being a preacher's kid, growing up as a child, being exposed in church. But then when I shifted to my father taking over the ministry, I became not only a preacher's kid, but then a pastor's kid, so everything kind of changed. But I wanted to write this book to inspire those who are preachers' kids to really think about what you're doing, and really focus on purpose, focus on passion, focus on why you were brought into the world. You have preachers' kids like who are in the ministry, and then you have preachers' kids who are not in the ministry. And sometimes preachers' kids are misunderstood. They're classified as being wild. They're classified as being crazy. They're classified as being adults or children who are out of line or out of order, but sometimes they're just misunderstood. They're misunderstood because they have to live life on a pedestal. They have to live life on a glass shelf where they're viewed all the time from the parents. They're viewed from the congregation. They're viewed from the community. And depending on what's going on in your town, city that you live on, or even the popularity of your parents, that child could be really broadcast out to be something that he or she is not. Not only that, but there's different types of PKs. There's PKs that are children, that 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds. There are PKs that are grown adults that are still working with their parents. There's PKs of all different types of natures. The one thing that I know is growing up, I always had a good family foundation. We were brought up in the church. I didn't really fool around until I got outside of the home. It wasn't until I went to college that I really fooled around and really saw the world for what it really was. And yeah, one thing that PKs do is some of them, they'll do their dirty work outside of the spotlight, because if they do it in the inside, then it's gonna make the parents look bad. There's a lot of things that go on with being a PK. There's a lot of things that happen when you're a PK. Some of my biggest hurts have come inside the church, and they've come being a PK. See, some people don't really realize, they don't realize that as a PK, you become a target. And sometimes inadvertently, you become a target of your parents. Sometimes people will try to attack you just to get to your parents. And it's whether or not you are strong enough to handle that, or whether or not you need to tell somebody about it. Most times, the parents end up finding out because they find out what's going on with you. And a lot of times PKs, preachers' kids, have to deal with so much. They have to deal with so much because of the position. And people don't talk about the hurt. They don't talk about why people get hurt. And then when preachers' kids get hurt, they often leave the church because they have nobody to fall back on. There's nobody that they can count on. And the only people that they find that they can count on sometimes are people outside of the church, which means that they become connected to people outside of the church when they should be, we all are the body of Christ. And sometimes you see preachers' kids who really fall away and don't find their way back. It's because they don't have that connection. So what it is that I want to try to do is not only in this book, but just connect with preachers' kids and young leaders in itself. It doesn't have to always be preachers' kids, but there's kids who are being raised in the church, and there's adults who were raised in the church whose parents may not have been a preacher, but they've been a leader. They've been a deacon's kid, they've been a leader's kid, and they needed somebody to pour into them. I'm talking to this generation today that is saying, I want to be a leader, but I don't know how. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it's going to want to take for me to get to where I need to get to. I want to encourage somebody that, listen, your story, it may not be my story, but I tell you what, one thing that we have in common is that we all are trying to strive for purpose. We're all trying to connect with purpose. We're all trying to move in purpose. And if we move in purpose, if we really find out why we're here, why we exist, why we're trying to do what it is that we're trying to do, then we'll be so much closer to really being happy and content in who we really are.
My name is Tanika, and I'm a PK. My name is Gabby, and I'm a PK.
My name is Kayla, and I am a PK.
So, what I want you to do is I want you to go onto my website, www.imhjc3.com. Go to the online bookstore and order the book. Order the book for somebody. Order it from your pastor. Order it for your pastor's kids. Order it for your friends, for your cousins, for your family. Go there and get the book. There'll be so much more on the website, but I really want you to support this. Support me, support my ministry, what I'm trying to do, and I pray and I promise you it will bless you. God bless you so much. Thank you so much for your support.